Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Instagram Bootcamp Day 6. I'm Michael McBride, and I come from rip411.com, and today we are talking about two applications or programs that will help you increase efficiency and understand your analytics much better. So the first program that I want to show you, and I'm going to set up my screen share, this is a program, there we go, this is a program that honestly, when I first saw it, I was very skeptical. I know about there are services that you can employ to buy followers or to buy likes for your page. But essentially what they do is they use a lot of fake accounts to try to inflate your numbers, which is not what we're trying to do. We're trying to connect with real people. But when I saw this program in more depth, I started to understand that this is actually something that can be very helpful and work in an ethical way. So the very first thing is Instagress.com. And what this is an application that will automatically engage with your followers or with people that you designate by specific hashtags or geolocations. What I'd like to do is walk you through the steps of how I've set it up. So you go to Instagress.com. There is a 3-day free trial, and that is 3 non-consecutive 24-hour periods because you can actually start it and stop it. Right now I have 1 day and about 10 hours left in my free trial. After this is over, I'll probably start, I'll pay for some, and you can see the packages that are available here. You can set it up so that it can like, comment, follow, and unfollow. I've chosen just to like and comment. And what I'd like to do right now is actually just walk you through the way that I have set up the program. For each one of these options, if you hover over the question mark, you can see an explanation of what it is. For activity speed, I have it set to fast just because my account is so large. But if you are just starting out, I recommend that you start off with slow and normal. Otherwise, Instagram will notice that activity and it could slow you down or freeze your account. We're going to be looking for media connected to specific hashtags that's only 1 week old, media type, both pictures and videos, minimum likes on the media 0 and the max is 600. I don't want to be interacting with people who have really large accounts because they are probably in the same work mode as I am. Sorry, brain fart. The next is advanced filters. So here is where you can set the number of minimum and maximum comments per filter, and you can set other kinds of priorities. I have set so I don't want to engage with anybody who has fewer than 200 followers or greater than 5,000 followers. The next section is comments. So here is where you can specifically write in the comments that it's going to leave. Now it comes with some presets. I ended up changing most of them, and these are ones that tend to work pretty well. They have to be really general because you'd never know what people are going to be posting on. So yeah, usually people don't post about how their cat just died. So if you comment awesome post, that would be really awkward. You know, most times people share things that they're excited or proud of on Instagram. So it's usually not too much of an issue. I do have it checked not to comment on the same user twice. So I don't want it commenting, "This is great," on 10 of their posts. That way it comes off as a lot more authentic. You can also set to look for specific follows or unfollowers. Since I'm not using the follow-unfollow function, I've not adjusted those. Under tags, this is where it's going to get very personalized for you. I have it set up with several of my hashtags that I use, and you're going to want to put in your own niche hashtags at that point. And it has a really cool function where you can add hashtags, and then you can say, I don't know, gains, and then search, and it will say how many pieces of content are in each one of those. So you can say lean gains. I typically try not to do the ones in the millions because those feeds go by very quickly. So something a little smaller, and you add. There you go. The next section is locations. I have a few locations set around my local area in Chicago. That helps me so that I'm not commenting on people who are living on the other side of the world. And the next thing, you can filter for specific usernames, which I don't have anything set. The blacklist is really great. These are the hashtags that if a post has that hashtag, it will not engage with it. And I have it set up with other competing companies, as well as Beachbody coaches. I'm not interested in attracting other Beachbody coaches. And then you can also auto stop if there is no activity over a certain amount of time. So what I'm going to do is get this started. It takes a couple seconds for it to start engaging. And once it does, the timers or the counters are reset to 0. One note is when your activity is started, they strongly recommend that you do not engage in any manual activity on Instagram through your mobile phone or through a third-party website like Followers Plus, because it messes up the algorithms and it looks like there are spammers or hackers in your account, and they could freeze your account that way. So just be careful with that. But you can start and stop this as many times as you like. I'm going to let that run while I show you the second application. And this is the application that when I first saw it, my jaw dropped to the ground and I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. So it's iconosquare.com, formerly known as Statagram, if anybody followed it a few years ago. And I'm just going to walk you through it. So on this front page where your feed is, this is the same thing as your scroll. And you can oh, there's Barbie. And you can also comment, I salute you too. Maybe with, let's see, is there a good emoji? I'll do the exclamation point and comment there. Boom, there's my comment. So you can engage with your followers that way. It's a really nice open space. You can do this on your desktop. Currently, there is no mobile version of Iconosquare. You can also look through your own media and see how the engagement has gone there, as well as the content that you have liked. This is everything that you have liked. So if you're looking for a great way to sort through relationships and keep track of them, this is awesome. You can also look at all of your followers and the people that you're following. So this really separates your feed into those different areas. And then you have the populars on Instagram as well. The next thing I want to show you real quick, I'm going to skip over analytics and go straight to snapshots. This is kind of some cool stats about your account, when your first post is, geolocations, most engaged posts as well. The next thing I want to show you is manage. This is an awesome place where you can literally track to see who has commented on your post, and you can respond right from here. Let's see. How about, yes, I do. You're welcome. You have the Christmas spirit. So I'm going to say, thank you. Thanks. And let's find a good emoji. Oh, we'll just do the heart there. Great. So that shows that I've responded, and then it also shows that you can see which ones you've read and which ones you have not. It also is a way to manage your private messages as well. Okay, now the most amazing part, the pièce de résistance, is the analytics. And this is something that you can have access to through their 7-day free trial. If you decide that you want to pay for it, and this is the part that would be unlocked for the paid subscription. It's only like $2.80 a month if you purchase your yearly subscription. So I thought it was worth it. I decided to purchase that. First of all, we have an overview of how your account is doing and your growth in the last 7 days. Next, there are some graphs about your content. This is the number of posts. This is when you are posting most frequently. The larger the magnitude of the circle, the more posts that you have by day and by hour. Your most used filter, mine is lo-fi, and the hashtag Chicago is my most used tag. Next is the engagement. tab so we can see how my engagement has grown and the most liked media, most commented media. Of course, the most commented media are the posts that I have been asking for comments when I was asking what about my hairstyle, or if I should have a beard, or if you're single or taken. You can also sort your content by the number of comments or by the number of likes and see exactly which media do you have that has the largest engagement. It's also a way if you want to delete media that has 0 engagement, there's really no use in having that on your page. Next is optimization. This is amazing. So we've already talked about the most optimal times to post, generally morning, lunchtime, evening. Now you don't have to guess anymore. You can literally see when your community is most engaged. So first of all, the dark circles on the top and the right are when you most frequently post by day on the right side and by hour. And then in the middle, these are the times when your community is most engaged. So we can see Monday about 1 o'clock is a peak time. Thursday at 6, a little at 7, and at 10. Those are peak times. So those are the times when you want to be posting. You want your big circles to align with their big circles. Next, you can see the average lifespan of your media. You can see which filters have the biggest impact. For me, it is Inkwell and Lo-Fi. Clarendon is my lowest impact. And then at the very bottom, you can see your hashtag impact. So on the left side, these are all of the hashtags that I've used. And on the right side, you can see the top hashtags of Instagram. And then in the left, if it's bolded, you can see that that is a very frequently used hashtag on Instagram. And if it's highlighted in black, then that lines up with the top 100 most used. And those are the ones that you'll definitely want to be using most frequently. And then next, you can see some stats about your community, the number of followers, reciprocal relationship, following, who don't follow me back. So if you want to start unfollowing some people, these are the people that you would start with. And if you click on the magnifying glass, you can go to their profiles, and you can click on the X to unfollow. There you go. You can also see some stats about your new followers, lost followers, don't pay attention to that, and new following. And it also gives some recommendations of the people that you may want to follow because of their engagement with you. The next point is hashtag performance and weekly and monthly exports. These are things that are in the elite version of your account. So I don't have that. I'm not going to bother with that. And then brand and influencers index is just a way to see who are the big players on Instagram and what are they doing. I do want to say, is it under engagement? One other thing that I wanted to show you. Here are my most engaged followers. So what you can do is you can make sure that you're developing a relationship with them. Give them some more attention. If you're branding yourself as a business, you can give away some freebies or coupons, but just to really reward the people who are really interested in you. They've really demonstrated an interest in you. So that is Iconosquare. You'll see the assignments below. Make sure, in addition to all this new material, that you're still incorporating what we've done previously in the week by following 50 people, use your 531, DM and encouragement, and continue with your eye-popping, scroll-stopping content in your niche using our hashtag Instagram Bootcamp. Let me finish by going back to Instagress and see what's been happening in the last couple minutes. Already, I have liked 5 posts and commented on 1. And if I check on my phone, there has been actually somebody who's responded to one of those comments. So that's cool. So I'll go in there and engage with them even more now that we've made the connection and I'm showing up on their radar. So that's it for today. If you are still playing catch up, take this at your own pace. You can absolutely do this. Just take it one step at a time. There is going to be one more video, and then we will get into practice mode, and I'm going to be opening up the group so that you can comment on each other's posts and create some new posts at that point. Thank you so much. This has been awesome, and I will be looking for your comments. Take care.